What is up, Internet? I'm Jason DeRusha. This is the 734 from WCCO. Glad to have you spending some time with us here on Facebook. You may be on your way out to work or about to head out the door, but we're glad to have you here online, and we can get you started with today's weather forecast. Starting out, not that different from yesterday, but you're going to see the temperatures falling throughout the day today. It's going to be what I think Riley O'Connor said it's going to be the coldest night of the year, which is very dramatic because today is the 7th. So it's going to be the coldest night in 2 weeks.
Down to 0 tonight.
Very cold, down to 0 tonight. Snow shower to the south. You see that around noon. We're talking about to the south and west, so in the metro Twin Cities and areas north, you will not likely see any snow today. Let's talk about this. The CES show kicks off in Vegas today. You're watching this on a digital device. Perhaps you're into some of the latest high-tech gadgets. And this one really got our attention on the morning show today. This is from Pampers. It's called Lumi. This is a full system that includes a webcam, a smartphone app, and this thing that you attach to a diaper, and it tracks the baby's sleep because we need to track literally everything. But it also detects whether or not the diaper is wet, which I maintain may be useful. You don't have to open up that diaper to check. Is little Brayson crying because he's got a wet diaper? What do you think? Diaper sensor, brilliant, ridiculous. Brilliant and ridiculous. Are we over-monitoring our babies? Leave a comment on Facebook if you're watching on the WCCO page. We will read through some of your comments in just a moment. We are following breaking news today. It's a story that's going to continue developing, and we'll share it with you as we learn more online. A police officer shot in southern Minnesota. We know this. Shooting happened shortly after 8 o'clock last night. It happened at a home in Waseca. Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension is in charge of this case right now. They say the officer was responding to a disturbance at the home when the shooting happened. 2 people were hurt, the officer and another person. Officers described that other person as a suspect. Both were hospitalized. We don't know their conditions. There is going to be an update at 10 o'clock this morning. We'll bring that to you on our streaming service, CBSN, and we'll also have it on WCCO.com. Lots of questions about who shot who and how that all went down in Waseca. 13-year-old boy faces arson charges after allegedly setting a fire inside the Walmart in Hutchinson.
He went to an area of the store, got the charcoal lighter, then went to the other area of the store and started the fire.
So police and firefighters called that store Sunday afternoon. Fire was in the men's clothing area. Walmart employees got the customers out of there. Sprinklers put out the flames. You see this picture from inside the store. Boy, that could have been really, really dangerous. After the fire was out, a police officer who works at the Hutchinson schools recognized 2 13-year-old boys on surveillance video. They were both taken into custody. One was let go, but the boy accused of starting the fire now faces arson charges. Authorities estimate between $1 and $2 million in damage to the store. They say the fire really only destroyed some of the merchandise, but all the smoke did so much more damage. Just lucky that nobody was hurt in that. At least 25 people are dead, more than 2,000 homes destroyed. Wildfires just continuing to ravage large swaths of Australia. You can see this devastation as people drive through the seemingly endless field of dead wildlife there. Just awful. Millions of animals have died in fire since September. This video is just staggering. This is from a cockpit of a plane as it flies over parts of Australia. Just orange haze filling the skies. More than 135 fires still burning across New South Wales, including almost 70 that are not contained. Those fires have scorched nearly 20 million acres of land. Now, 2 firefighters from Minnesota are on the ground there to try to help. Mike Crook from the Superior National Forest. He knows a thing about this. He's monitoring the weather and fire behavior in southeastern Australia. Marty Casilius from the Bureau of Indian Affairs in Bloomington is going to help try and suppress the flames in Victoria. Fires could impact an upcoming trip for UW Eau Claire's marching band.
Originally, our director encouraged us to get out of Sydney and go to surrounding cities, but now he's kind of saying, probably don't do that because we don't want to be impacted by the fires too much.
I mean, in the scheme of things, the marching band is going to be just fine, but what a bummer. They were certainly looking forward to a lot of their trip. Lucy Smith, other band members concerned about the air quality during their outdoor performances. The plan is for the students to be in Australia, also in New Zealand, for about 3 weeks. So many people out there and wildfire affected by these fires. We have set up some resources for you if you would like to help. There are different ways you can donate at WCCO.com/links. New York Times opinion writer getting a little buzz here in Minnesota, writing an editorial saying he believes Amy Klobuchar can be the Democrat to defeat President Donald Trump. David Leonhardt saying Senator Klobuchar has outlasted more than a dozen other candidates, has two big strengths, quote, a savvy understanding of how to campaign against President Trump and a track record of winning the sorts of swing voters Democrats will likely need this year. Of course, that's the case that Senator Klobuchar has been trying to make during this race for the Democrat nomination that really gets started in Iowa next month. The polls don't have her on top of these, but she is hanging in. She's currently polling 5th in Iowa, according to CBS News. Supporters helped Klobuchar raise more than $11 million at the end of last year. A campaign manager credited a surge in grassroots support following the debates. Iowa caucuses, countdown's on. There's your clock. Under 27 days away, Minnesota will hold its primary in March. Early voting gets started sooner, though. President Trump almost won Minnesota in 2006, about as close as a Republican has gotten in decades here. St. Louis Park City Council voted to ban the sale of vaping products in the city. Wasn't even close. 6-1 was the vote. Supporters say, look, we got problem with young people vaping. We've got problems with deadly lung disease that has been connected to vaping. Opponents saying, look, we don't know what's going to happen by banning this. They worry it could backfire by pushing some people to try cigarettes. Food labels changing again. Oh, the facts we need, but the facts maybe we don't want. That second column showing you just how many calories if you eat the whole package. So this will be used for any food that contains between 2 or 3 servings that you could chow down on in one sitting, like a bag of chips. I saw this on the back of a pint of Izzy's ice cream last night. FDA requiring the new label saying Americans eat differently today, AKA we eat too much. And so the labels need to accurately reflect that. Some gifts you bought this holiday season might go to waste. This is something. $3 billion in gift cards are just going to be sitting in your drawer or in your purse, and you're never going to cash it in, according to an estimate by Mercator Advisory Group. So what's going on here? Some people forget it. Some people misplace the gift cards they're given. Others partially redeem them, but then you've got $6.27 left on the card, and you're like, forget it. Pretty good deal for companies because someone paid full price for that thing. At the CES show that we mentioned at the top, companies like Samsung showing off some of their latest tech. I think you're going to see a lot of this thing, the rotating TV. This is Samsung's. It's called Sero. Sero means vertical in Korean. It's a 43-inch screen, and as you have your phone and you're streaming, you rotate your phone, and the TV rotates to vertical, just like a mobile device. Samsung hoping it will appeal to millennials who don't seem to watch anything on a big screen and watch everything on their phones or their tablets. Galaxy users can sync their TVs. So if you have a Samsung phone, a Galaxy phone, boom, it'll move up and match in real time. It's pretty awesome. Another screen getting a lot of attention from this all-electric car brand, Byton, competitor, of course, in the electric car space. This SUV going on sale next year puts entertainment in the driver's seat. Look at this command center, all this stuff on there. When are you supposed to be watching this? It gets disconnected when you're driving. So, like, now everyone's just going to be sitting in a parking lot watching TV? I don't know. Oh, hey, there's a video partnership with CBS Viacom that'll let them stream video. So, yes, you should buy this, and yes, you should sit in the parking lot and stream video all day long. CBS Viacom, we're here for you. Let's get back to today's talker, wearable technology for a baby's diaper. That's right. I have a Fitbit here. This Fitbit does not tell me if I need to take care of some business. Our WCCO digital chief, Eric, is here. Some days we have our digital guy.
If you don't know by now, then you know.
Right, yeah. I don't know. I just had a smoothie, Eric. Let's wrap this thing up. I got to go.
Let's unleash the mystery of it all.
I think this is pretty smart diaper sensor. What do people say?
Well, we've got some split decision. Victoria says, I think it depends on what the sensor detects. If it could detect a seizure or somehow monitor sleeping patterns, then yes. Wendy says, it's gross. How hard is it to look at the diaper and see if the stripe is yellow or blue?
Well, sometimes you don't want to. Oh, I forgot that diapers have this now.
Yeah.
Back when my kids were little, we didn't have the little.
Use the index finger.
We didn't have. That's right. You had to go in there.
Yep. And then Spencer says, diaper data? Really?
Yeah. We need all the data. We need to collect every piece of information. And don't worry about it. Like, if Pampers says they're going to keep your data secure, it'll be sealed in there with the Velcro and you'll be good to go. Trust corporate America. We're looking out for you. That's it for now. 7:34 from WCCO. A lot of you on the go. We're glad to be here for you for your mobile news. CBS and Minnesota will have continuing coverage of our breaking news today. Check back throughout the day for the latest.